what we talking about?
Sammy Watkins got traded to the Los Angeles Rams in exchange for EJ Gaines, a 2nd-round pick. I believe the Bills also sent a 6th-round pick to the Rams. And then the Bills also got Jordan Matthews from the Eagles and a 3rd-round pick, I believe, for Ronald Darby, their cornerback. What y'all think?
I was surprised when the trade went through and I got the notification from ESPN and shit like, Rams acquire Sammy Watkins from Bills. Bills acquire Jordan Matthews from the Eagles. I'm like, damn, I didn't expect that to happen. But I think it's a solid, trade for all the teams involved. I'm really interested to see how Jordan Matthews fits with the Bills, with Tyrod Taylor and, the system they got going on down there. Sammy Watkins, I've never been a big fan of him. Like, I've always heard about him. I know he's highly touted, but every time I try to pay attention to him, he either ends up getting hurt in the season.
He's not on the field.
You know what I'm saying? Something usually happens where I can't really get to see why he's highly touted. You know what I mean? And I didn't watch him in college, so
yeah.
But it's interesting because I don't know what the situation is in LA with the quarterback and all that. So it's going to be interesting to see how this trade plays out for all 3 teams.
Yeah, every time you try and look for Sammy Watkins on the field, he's not on the field. So
Yeah, word.
Exactly.
And trades in the NFL is kind of weird, because we don't normally see a lot of trades. But I think with this trade, all sides kind of evened out. At first, when I looked at the Eagles, I thought they gave away, I guess the point is to give your quarterback more weapons, but Matthews was a weapon for them, so they kind of took that away. But they did get a good weapon in Darby on the corner because, in the NFC East, you need good corners. And the Eagles, they was kind of lacking in that department. But Darby in the preseason got a pick. You know what I'm saying? He was doing all right.
In that Eagles versus Bills game.
Yeah, so I think he gonna prove, that he was worth that move. But with Sammy Watkins, I don't know. I haven't really seen him on the field. It's like you said, it is a gamble, but I think the Rams is gonna fare out because they in that rebuilding process, so they got nothing to lose.
When I first got the notification, I got it from y'all in the group chat. The group chat was bugging, and I thought y'all was joking. I was like, they really traded Watkins? But at the same time, remember before the season, there was that whole thing about whether they're picking up his option or not. So they was already kind of shaky on Watkins, the Bills front office. So to them, they were looking for something. And when I initially heard just Jordan Matthews, I was like, what? That's it? But, EJ Gaines and Jordan Matthews for Darby and Watkins, I was like, y'all definitely lost more talent. And at the same time, EJ Gaines and Jordan Matthews are in contract years. So they might not even stay with the team after this. And that's a huge factor. So I was like, to lose Darby and Watkins?
For nothing.
That's crazy. But the picks even it out a little more. 2nd and 3rd round pick, you lost a 6th round pick, but 2nd and 3rd round picks is solid in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of evens out as far as now on the field. Watkins, he's a stud when he's healthy. It's just when is he healthy?
When is he healthy?
It's as simple as that. You're gonna hear it everywhere. This ain't nothing new. But at the same time, I think Watkins is I've compared him, and not because of the play style, but just maybe their career trajectory. Julio Jones was often injured when he first came in. He's always had foot injuries, but then once he got it, and he still struggles with health, but once he got it, he exploded, and he showed flashes, of course, and we knew who Julio was coming out of Bama. Watkins is the same thing. We knew who Watkins was coming out of Clemson. It's just he could never stay healthy, but when he's on the field, he's beating deep coverage easy. Even if you have someone over the top for him, a safety over the top, he got the speed to beat it. With Tyrod had that beautiful deep ball, so it was effective. You could hit him on screens. His coming in, I used to question his intermediate route running, but I believe he's improved that. Just on the Rams though now, it's are we even gonna see that? Can the quarterback even get it to him?
Yeah, that's gonna be the big question mark. But I ain't gonna lie, this is kind of a stretch. It's kind of, you might think I'm bugging a little bit, but I see Watkins as a reverse. If
he about to slum.
Yeah, I'm about to go crazy. Picture Benjamin You know what I mean? Benjamin, what's the
Benjamin Button. He about to call him Benjamin Button.
You know how Victor Cruz got hurt near the end of his career? Like Watkins got hurt in the beginning of his career, but he gonna end up like Victor Cruz in a way. Like they got that similar style. You follow when you catch that? Like it's like the reverse Benjamin Button when it comes to this dude. Like it's like he got injured in the beginning. Now he gonna be good. Yeah, he had the you know, he had the
like
destroy the build.
If he gets past the health and can get on the field, we gonna see something. It's just now with the Rams, it's like, is that the right fit for him? Is Goff gonna get it to him? That's the question with the Rams. So as far as the Rams, I don't know how much it makes the Rams better. Like it obviously makes them better whenever you add in talent, but can they utilize that talent well enough for it to make a marginal improvement?
To be honest, I don't know.
Exactly.
You're gonna see.
We're gonna have to see. But as far as if we're gonna move it along to a team like the Bills now, what is that looking like for the Bills now? So they lost Darby, they lost Watkins, they got Jordan Matthews, they got some picks. We can't judge the picks right now. We just, you know, second and third, that's good. But as far as the team they putting on the field this year.
Well, like with you saying, you know, Jordan Matthews and even Gaines on contract years, that puts it into perspective. Like they know that going into this trade. So they're the ones, they're really in rebuild mode. That they're ready to scratch everything. And basically by them getting those 2 picks, they want to build from the draft. They probably saw what happened this year in this draft and was like, yo, second round, third round, fourth, like there was talent throughout the whole draft. You know what I mean? So they were probably like, damn, the talent's only gonna get better. Fuck it. We can't just put all our chips in his basket when every year that we have them that he's gotten hurt. You gotta start fresh somewhere, you know? So
yeah, not only that, is that they're just mediocre. So like year after year, they're mediocre. So you're either better off tanking or being a playoff contender. And they're just sitting in the middle. And so at some point you gotta say, you know what? We're mediocre. Nobody's gonna want to sign in Buffalo because we're in Buffalo. So it's like, we're not gonna get some crazy signing, you know? So it's like, we might as well tear it all down, rebuild. It's like you said though, they know that. So they're just trying to get people off the books is what it seems like. Yeah, and they're acquiring some good picks. So they're definitely in rebuild mode as far as what they're going to put on the field now. Jordan Matthews, he's a slot guy for sure. I remember the Eagles tried to put him outside. Couldn't do it.
Nah.
First season though, he killed in that Chip Kelly offense in the slot. Second season, he was dropping everything. Y'all remember that season. That shit was infamous. And then after that, I think he's had some health issues. So I don't know. The good thing is that the Bills, they get to see what Zay Jones could do on the outside. Like, it's low-key. Nobody's talking about it because it's Buffalo. But Zay Jones could do some things. And now you can see what Zay Jones could do. And then next year, you can get him a quarterback. If the whole tanking thing goes right. So this year, I think they looking to type tank. But next year, they're going to add some.
That's what it's looking like, to be honest, because I think, you know, it's that post-Rex Ryan era. They trying to kind of get rid of that old roster, and they still got McCoy, but we might see him being moved next. Who knows, you know? Like,
no way. He's just gonna end his career, I would think, because he's getting up there. He's about to hit his age 30.
He is.
I mean, I would like to see McCoy go to a successful team, you know? Come to the Giants. Don't worry, baby. Come to New York. You stay in New York. Just come down to the city.
But the Eagles, though, the last team to touch on the Eagles and the impact on them, you said Jordan Matthews, they losing a weapon. The thing was that the Eagles were one of the teams that this offseason, I was like, yo, they stacked up on weapons.
Nah, they stacked up on like some, I want to say broken pieces, bro. Alshon Jeffrey, Torrey Smith.
Alshon Jeffrey is nothing but potential, bro. And we've seen it when he could stay healthy. But Jordan Matthews was just as injured a lot of times. So, like,
when Alshon was on, you know what I mean, when he was on Chicago, he did his thing, but he was hurt.
That's true.
But to lose Jordan Matthews in an offseason where you acquired Alshon, you acquired Torrey Smith, which...
It looks good on paper.
But you acquired LeGarrette Blount. You got... Some pieces in that backfield. Wendell Smallwood's still young. I like him personally. I know nobody gonna really be like.
I like Smallwood. Smallwood's not bad.
Okay, you got Sproles still. You got Zach Ertz, who I loved last year. There's weapons there, bro. Aguilar's gonna come right in, and he's been shaky, but
those are shaky personnel, bro. I don't know. This Philly team don't look real to me. I think this is just kind of like to save face, you know, like this is the kind of save face season for them with the whole. Come on, man, outshine and I can't get over that. I can't even move. I can't move past them.
Alshon's still young. If he could stay healthy, we know he could be a #1 wide receiver. I feel like, and Wentz needed that weapon more than anything. So for me, the Eagles, and to get Darby, we haven't even talked about Darby. They got Darby. They got Sidney Jones, who was my favorite corner coming out this draft. So now they help in the defense. They got depth on that defensive line.
Is it enough though? You see the weapons in the NFC.
They still young though, so maybe they're not built for now, but they definitely building for the future. Just like the Cowboys, you know, and so I think they gonna start coming up.
All my people out in Pennsylvania are loving you right now. You big enough.
I'm keeping it real.
Honestly though, you're right. You know, Alshon's still young. He has so much potential. And them moving Jordan Matthews basically shows like they're putting all their eggs in his basket. They want him to be that #1 dude, you know?
The thing is, Jordan Matthews hadn't done much. Jordan Matthews hadn't done much in a while. When was the last time you was thinking about Jordan Matthews if it wasn't for that first season?
Still young though, bro.
He is young. But we've seen him on the field more to know like, damn, he struggled. He can only play the slot, and he's not super sure-handed from what it looks like with that whole catch rate and all those drops. So now it's like, yeah, we can afford to move on from him. And yes, Aguilar hasn't shown much neither, but we might as well just throw him in the slot, because if you got Zach Ertz in the middle of the field anyway, you don't need someone dominating the middle of the field like Matthews did. So now you could just get someone like Aguilar. I don't think they lose too much, to be honest. I think most teams got better in this trade. Because like I said, Darby is a good look. That's going to help their secondary, which is what they needed at the corners. The Rams get Watkins. Will they use him effectively? I don't know. But Watkins is Watkins. And EJ Gaines struggled to stay healthy a lot, even though EJ Gaines is good too, so they lost that. And then the Bills is the only ones, but they building for the future because they've been in the middle. So I think all teams actually benefited. It seems like a real generous approach to take and a real on the fence, but that's what I feel.
They each got what they wanted out of this deal. Plain and simple.
Except the Rams. They probably didn't want it. They probably just settled for that.
Rams traded one injury-prone player for another. Poor them.